Hello and welcome to Moments Almanac, a time for us to remember the people, places, and events that leave fingerprints on the soul. And today is June 25th, 2026. Hope you're having a great day. And today we hold two moments, 335 years apart, that ask exactly the same question in completely different rooms. The first room is a palace. It is June 25th, 1530. The Holy Roman Emperor Charles V has summoned the Lutheran princes to Augsburg. The Reformation is barely 13 years old. Luther himself cannot appear. He has been declared an outlaw and remains hidden at Coburg Castle. So another man stands in his place, Philip Melanchthon, not a firebrand, a scholar. He has written 28 articles explaining what the reformers believe, not to provoke a fight, but simply to confess the faith. Chancellor Christian Bayer rises and reads the document aloud in German. The hall is crowded with princes, bishops, and imperial officials. The voice carries through the open windows into the streets where ordinary citizens gather to hear the words that will shape Protestant Christianity for the next 5 centuries. The document becomes known as the Augsburg Confession, a confession spoken before power. The second room is not a room at all. It is a lonely stretch of beach on Brighton, England. June 25th, 1865, a young missionary named Hudson Taylor walks out of a Sunday worship service, not because he has lost his faith, but because he cannot bear the contrast. Around him sit comfortable Christians, while in his mind, 400 million people in inland China have never heard the name of Christ. He walks alone beside the sea. He opens his Bible, and in its margin he writes, "Prayed for 24 willing, skillful laborers at Brighton, June 25th, 1865. That simple prayer became the China Inland Mission, a mission that refused guaranteed salaries, a mission whose workers dressed like the Chinese, lived among the Chinese, and trusted God alone to supply their needs. One prayer on a beach changed the course of modern missions. It all comes down to belief. I know not why God's wondrous grace to me he hath made known, nor why unworthy Christ in love redeemed me for his own. But I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I've committed unto him against that day." One confession before an emperor, one prayer beside the sea, one public, one private, yet both are acts of surrender. Melanchthon placed the truth above his safety. Taylor placed obedience above his security. Neither man controlled what happened next. The emperor rejected the Augsburg Confession. Taylor had little more than 10 pounds to begin the mission that God had laid upon his heart. But faith has never required certainty, only surrender. Paul reminds us that belief moves in 2 directions. We believe with the heart, we confess with the mouth. Faith is never merely private, and confession is never merely performance. The gospel eventually reaches our lips and then our lives. Perhaps that's the question June 25th leaves us. Is there something you believe deeply enough to confess it publicly? Is there something you're willing to surrender because Christ is worthy of your trust? Because in the kingdom of God, the confession that costs nothing usually changes nothing. One wrote words of faith in ink before a throne. One wrote them in the sand, then gave his life on loan. The same confession, different hands, one voice, one name alone. That's today's Scattered Moments. Until tomorrow, take care. Notice the scattered moments and share the grace.